So my favorite F word. If you ever seen Dennis Leary's stand up, I'm a big fan of him. He talks about the F word and its many uses in whether it's a verb, a noun, adjective, you name it. But the F word today that's really important to your fitness goals, your performance goals, your training goals is focus. And focus is perhaps the number one quality. It supersedes genetic ability, energy, any of those things, God-given talent, whatever. Now, focus, you take the athlete who's got all the God-given ability in the world, or someone who's, say, born with, high work capacity or low body fat levels, etc., but they have poor focus. That means they're going to probably have poor work ethic. They're not going to be able to stick to a program or stick to anything long-lasting that's going to get them anywhere too successful. So they're kind of wasting what they've been given. But if you have someone who's not say as gifted or talented from the start, but they have extreme focus, they can get somewhere, and they can take it something and build on top of it and stick to it over the long haul and get further than someone who may have not applied themselves as well as they could have. Irregardless, you take both people and you put them in the situation, the result they will get is all dependent upon their ability to single-mindedly focus on that task at hand and eliminate all distractions. Now, some people are introverted, some are extroverted, and they do better talking to people as they're exercising versus some who are in extreme focus and don't talk. I'm the type that's very introverted when I train. I can't even hold a conversation, much less complete a sentence when I'm training, because I'm so deep in thought on what I'm doing. And I'm trying to make sure I'm mastering my technique. I'm going through the warm-ups correctly. I'm dealing with the pain that I'm about to go through. I'm preparing myself to mentally cope with that process, to stay focused and to harness as much energy as possible, emotional energy, you name it, all to get my best result possible on a daily basis. So in order to do that consistently and not be a victim of all the other lifestyle factors going on, that comes down to the power of your focus. So in order to call upon that ability to perform at your best in a sort of expected fashion, or whenever you need to call upon it sort of requirement, it comes down to your focus level and your ability to use that almost as its own muscle. So if you're susceptible to distractions, talking to someone between sets, or whether it's talking about something non-exercise related or something not related to that exercise, you got to think how that might be affecting your performance and how you're not 100% there and present and focused on what you're doing. Exercises can hurt, and it's an acquired taste and pain. And the better you get, the harder it becomes. And the better you get, also, the less reward you get from the actual effort and output. At first, you're going to experience a lot of easy successes and victories, but the better you get and the more you want out of it, the more you're going to have to put into to get those same results. And that's really going to come back to the power of the mind and your ability to focus on that. And sure, that may get boring and daunting, and it's not fun or easy, but that's why not everyone's amazing fitness freaks across the world and can perform world records or, say, drop 100 pounds. It's because it's not an easy process. But until you get the power of your thoughts in check to do what you need to do to get the job done, all bets are off. So the degree to which you can keep your focus through thick and thin, day in, day out, on what the task at hand is, and just distract everything else out from your peripheral vision and your thoughts into what you're about to do, then you're going to have some brakes on. So definitely clear your mind and know when to turn the switch and get focused. So whether you're introverted or extroverted, and I like to, as an introvert, I like to put headphones on, and whether I'm listening to music or not doesn't matter. It's just making sure I'm zoned in and I'm not susceptible to more distractions from others. If you're the type that likes to talk, fine, just know when to turn the switch and get back to your workout. It may help you to set a stopwatch to make sure you're staying on task and you're not getting stuck in conversations when you should be on a certain amount of rest per set. Now, you might be that type that can handle that, but let's say you got a certain amount of exercises and sets and reps to get done within a certain amount of time, but you get stuck in a 10-minute conversation and you're in the middle of your work sets on your squats. Well, you might get cold, stiff, and stale, mentally relaxed because of that conversation. Now you got to go back to your hardest heavy squat sets. Well, you may have sabotaged yourself because you got so distracted and you've gotten cold and stiff and stale, and you got to re-warm up. So you just shot yourself in the foot because of your inability to stay focused on the task at hand. So really keep that in mind when you come to your workouts. Prepare yourself mentally. Don't get distracted by peripheral nonsense.